The Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife presents How to Fish for Trout in Oregon. Fishing with lures can be a very effective technique for targeting trout or even help in locating them. What we're going to do right now is talk about the two different types of lures that you can use out here on your local body of water. You have your weighted lures and your unweighted. When you're using your weighted lures, all you need to do is use the fisherman's knot to attach your snap swivel, then clip your snap swivel onto your weighted lure. So let's go ahead and do that now. We want to again take our main line and use the fisherman's knot to attach our snap swivel. So again, make the loop, wrap 7 times. Take your tag end through the loop, pull it tight. Then using a pair of scissors or your pliers that you picked up, go ahead and clip it off. And now we're set to attach our weighted lure. When selecting a weighted lure, there are a lot of different options that we picked up from our local sporting goods store. There are our larger ones, which carry a little bit more weight, that are going to sink faster, but also allow you to retrieve a little bit quicker as well to cover more water. There's also your lighter ones, a little bit smaller presentation to maybe find the more finicky fish. But again, what we're trying to do here is match the hatch. Use something that the fish actually will want to bite, that they're used to seeing out there in the water. Then you also have your spoons, your weighted spoons, that you can add in as well. We're going to go ahead and attach our heavier weighted spinner here right now. Simply open up your snap, put the pointed end through the eyelet, like so. Now we're going to close it up, so you just pinch it closed. It's like that. Simple as that. We're ready to cast. Once it hits the water, immediately start reeling. If you allow it to sink too far, you're going to get down on the bottom and you might get snagged up and stuck on debris that's on the bottom of the lake or the stream. Keep a nice steady retrieve to create the action in the lure. In this case, with this spinner, what we're trying to do is reel just fast enough to allow this blade to spin around on the axis of the body. So again, make your cast as far out as you can. As soon as it hits the water, click over your bail and start your retrieve. If you keep your rod tip higher, it's going to be shallower in the water column. Rod tip low, it'll be a little bit lower in the water column. Nice steady retrieve. Now that we've learned how to use a weighted lure, we're going to talk about how to use an unweighted lure. A lot of cases, these unweighted lures are a lot smaller. Because this lure is so small and light, it will actually float. In this case, what we need to do is first put the line through the eyelet, just like we've done before. Again, tie our fisherman's knot. Pull it tight and clip off the tag end, just like so. Now we're ready to add our split shot to add a little bit of weight. If I try and cast this right now, the way it is, I'm not going to be able to get any distance whatsoever because this lure is so light. If I try and cast, it went out maybe 3 feet. So to get this lure down in the water column where the fish are, and to allow us to cast a little ways further, we're going to add a split shot to it. I'm going to grab a split shot here out of our container that we picked up at the store. We have our open end right here in the middle of the split shot. We're going to attach that about 18 inches above our unweighted lure. So I'm going to slide the line into the middle of the split shot, just like so, and then use our pliers to pinch it closed. That way it'll stay in that exact same spot on your line while you're casting. It's pinched off about 18 inches above our unweighted lure. Now what I can do, be able to cast this lure further out away from shore to where the fish are and cover a little more water with a different style of lure, with a different action. With these unweighted lures, you want a little bit slower retrieve. They don't have any weight to them except for the split shot that you added. So on your retrieve, you're going to be a lot slower, and you can feel the vibration of this lure working here right now. When you're using smaller spoons, you're not going to be able to feel that vibration in the tip of the rod. So again, what you want to do is keep a nice consistent retrieve, just like what we were doing with the weighted lures. So again, we're going to make a cast, let it hit the water, allow the split shot to get down in the water column a little ways. It takes a little bit longer for these unweighted lures to get down. Then a nice, slow, steady retrieve, just enough to get the action out of the lure.